think I think I always probably wanted to do my own business, or it was like something कि मुझे हमेशा एक ये चीज़ होती थी कि शायद लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए मैं जॉब के लिए नहीं बना। और मेनली एक ये चीज़ थी कि शायद मुझे शुरू से ही एक ये पुश था, एक मोटिवेशन थी कि इवेंचुअली आई वुड डू बिजनेस इवन इन स्टार्ट I go and do a job for some time, gain some experience, but later on, I think I had this already in my mind that I have to do it. Maybe it was coming because of my own family background, maybe because of the surroundings that I have. Basically, I'm a Mayman, and my father is a doctor, and he did a business simultaneously. My uncles, my many of my relatives, obviously, they are into their businesses already. So I don't know, maybe it was in genes or something. Even when I was a kid, like I was constantly looking out into, do something, maybe, even just start a stall or sell something or something like that. But I think there was something maybe inside me that wanted to do business. So yeah, I think maybe that was the reason.
Okay.
I am into this e-commerce field, selling products on Amazon and other e-commerce platforms, and also providing services to major sellers or some big sellers in the marketplace. So providing them specifically marketing services like sponsored advertising and all. So it's like a two-dimensional business where I am a seller as well, and on the other hand, I am an agency that provides services to the e-commerce sellers. Basically, it is like obviously nothing emotional. It is like obviously nothing emotional about being into a particular market or being into a particular category. But yeah, if you say like when I started my job in Utopia Deals, which is like one of the top sellers on Amazon, so I was placed by them into the kitchen category. So somehow my interest developed there, and eventually when I started my own selling account, I also went into that category. Obviously, different products, not something that they were selling, but I started with that particular category. Right now, I am into different categories, especially when I'm serving my clients. I am providing, like, they are from multiple categories, different categories, supplement categories, home and textile categories, food and drinks categories. So they are spread in all different categories, and as well as into different countries. But yeah, right now it's mostly focused on Amazon, since I really tried to keep my focus in one thing, learn that one thing very in a good manner, and provide an excellent quality of service instead of, expanding into so many different dimensions that you can't even handle or even cope up with what is coming into the marketplace. So it is very important to uh, be up to date with what new things are coming in that marketplace. So you are you are taking right advantage at the right time, as well as providing the same to your clients. Well, as a business owner, you have to agree, like, setbacks आते हैं, challenges आते हैं, or sometimes you don't even know what to do about it or how to handle that particular situation, but you have to be resilient. You have to bounce back with what's going on. So actually, I really faced a huge challenge, a real issue with my seller account. It was the only seller account I had at that time. So उसमें एक चीज़ होती है हमारे Amazon के अंदर, which is called as inventory performance index. So Amazon basically analyzes how much inventory do you keep on their in their warehouses, and how much do you sell, and based on that they give you a score. So when back in, I think maybe 2019, I think we launched a lot of products into the account, and the account was old. We started in 2017, so At that time, when we launched so many products right away, obviously our sales were not too high for those products because they were in their launch phase, and we sent a lot of inventory to Amazon, due to which our inventory performance index score went low. We understood it. We got the limits on through because of low inventory performance index score, and we had more inventory than we could actually have in Amazon. So we were being charged like huge amounts by Amazon for storing more products. So eventually we had to cut down. We had to lower our stock, and then start building one product by one product. And even when we like literally controlled the situation from our end, when we even did everything right from our end, somehow there was a technical bug in the account that didn't get right for around 2 years or so. Like it was supposed to get right in 3 to 4 months, but there was some issue that couldn't be resolved due to some technical issue, some technical fault. And obviously we were not like their super sellers or top sellers, so we didn't have that sort of support. So our issue was not listened, was not corrected for around 2 years. uh when it got corrected, so like we had to bear with that situation for around 2 years. We couldn't do a lot of launches. We couldn't grow our existing products on Amazon because as soon as we used to increase our sales, we had more inventory needs. We had to store more on Amazon because we didn't want to go out of stock. But we couldn't send a lot to Amazon because of those limits. So we had to stay with a lower growth. We had to agree with that for that time until that issue was resolved. We suffered, but we stood on our foot. We just हमने हिम्मत नहीं हारी और हम बस खड़े रहे, उसको उस टाइम को गुजारा, और इवेंचुअली जब वो चीज़ें ऑटोमेटिकली रिजॉल्व हुई अमेजोन की तरफ से, तो लाइक इन 2021 वी started to grow exponentially. We did a lot of launches. हमने अकाउंट को आई थिंक इन 2-3 सालों के अंदर आई थिंक वी हैड multiplied its revenue by 4 to 5 times in this time frame.
Mashallah, very nice.
वेल टू बी ऑनेस्ट, ये इशू ऐसा था कि ठीक है, उसका उस इशू का स्टार्ट होना तो दैट वाज समथिंग दैट वी कुड हैव कंट्रोल्ड. वो इन्वेंट्री स्कोर ख़राब नहीं होता अगर हम ज़्यादा इन्वेंट्री नहीं बेचते. सो दैट वाज समथिंग कंट्रोलेबल. But later on, what happened till 2 years, that was something that was like beyond control, and that was
Mm-hmm.
something कि जिसपे इवन टॉप एक्सपर्ट्स भी जो इंडस्ट्री के, वो भी इस इशू को नहीं समझ पा रहे थे. इवन अमेजोन की टीम भी खुद कह रही थी कि हमें खुद नहीं समझ में आ रहा है कि आपका स्कोर सही क्यों नहीं हो रहा, जबकि आपके सारी जो आपने एक्शंस हैं वो सारे सही लिए हुए हैं और आपकी इन्वेंट्री अब बिल्कुल एक ऑप्टिमल लेवल पर है, तो आपका अब ये होना नहीं चाहिए. तो इट वाज समथिंग लाइक दैट, यू नो जिसमें हमारा कोई फॉल्ट नहीं था. तो दैट इज़ नॉट समथिंग दैट वी कुड डू राइट फ्रॉम आवर सेल्फ. तो वो तो एक ऐसी चीज़ थी कि हमने बस एक एक फेस की, और बस मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आइंदा कभी फेस नहीं करेंगे, क्योंकि एक बहुत रेयर इशू था. और मैंने अपनी अमेजोन सेलिंग हिस्ट्री में या किसी और भी सेलर से इस तरह का स्पेसिफिक इशू नहीं सुना. So it just came on us, and we are lucky that it got resolved and it's not coming back. अब स्कोर वगैरह सब चीज़ें सही हैं, और पिछले आई थिंक 2 सालों से अकाउंट बहुत ऑप्टिमली और स्मूथली चल रहा है, और वो इन्वेंट्रीज हमारी बिल्कुल सही हैं, स्कोर सही है. दोबारा उस तरह का कोई मिसहैप या उस तरह की कोई जो ग्लिच है अमेजोन की तरफ से अभी तक तो नहीं आया उस अकाउंट पे. सो वी आर ऑप्टिमिस्टिक दैट इट वोंट हैपन. बट ऑब्वियसली we have like created more accounts, and we are starting to sell on those accounts. We have like other partnerships. So obviously एक diversification ही कर सकते हैं इस केस में. उस अकाउंट को तो हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते because that is our very old account and we are selling a lot on it. It is like our top selling account, so we have to just keep selling on it and anticipate that it doesn't happen. So I will share you with something that like in the start what we did was we had limited cash, and we started with a product that was like around $10 when it reached to USA. It costed around $10. उसको हम बेचते थे we had our margins 20-25% margins Amazon की फीस वगैरह निकालने के बाद हम उसको बेचते थे $25 $27 ऐसे करके बेचते थे बट जो इन्वेस्टमेंट थी वो उस प्रोडक्ट पे बहुत ज़्यादा थी. Moving forward, what we did was when we realized that we are having our financial restraints and everything with that big product, we converted that investment, like that product was like not being a very profitable. So what we did was we stopped selling that one, and we launched many smaller SKUs that costed us like maybe $1.50 or $2 at most. When they reached to Amazon, selling price was still good because Amazon FBA fees are very high. It charges you based on volume, not based on your costing. So uh, our selling price still gave us like 20-25% margins, but the amount invested went very low. So that became one of the reasons like why we were able to scale up a lot even when we had to invest more. We didn't have like too much constraints like okay we have to invest like maybe 50 lakhs for this or 1 crore for this. तो उस सिचुएशन में हम नहीं जाते थे. हमें जब भी कुछ इंक्रीज करना होता था तो we could manage that very easily and sustain our growth with gradual investments instead of a lot of investments right at one time. So I think that was very important, and understanding how much you could, how you would manage your growth. How would you manage your growth? Do you have enough investments, sufficient cash flow, or not? That is very important, and that could be your make or break situation sometimes. I see growth. I see like exponential growth, to be honest, and hopefully it may be what I see. It continues the way that I see, because there's one more thing, like we are now expanding into different platforms as well, especially like right now we would be starting selling on Walmart. So what I see is like we have more diversification, and we have launched like previously, like in 2021, we had like 4 to 5 products. We have scaled it up to 20 products in this year. So they all have obviously their own sales coming in, and obviously with that we have to increase our investments and everything. And since we are investing into another market, we opened up another country as well for Amazon. Like we started selling Canada, which is a very small market though as compared to US, but still it's something incremental. We'll try to launch in other markets as well. So I see like, yeah, there would be hopefully a lot of increase in the sales and revenue and everything. So yeah, so this is about my own seller account. On the other hand, I just told you like I am also giving PPC services to Amazon sellers. And luckily that have been very great as well. I started back in 2021, and that's when I started to hunt international clients. Uh, and it has been like really great. All of my clients are international, and obviously, when you are going international and you're dealing in dollars, like your remuneration is in dollars, so that really helps. And I had worked with top top agencies that are like, if you go around and if you take their name in the industry, people would know. So that had been great as well. My Upwork site did great as well. I got top rated plus badge in a very short time. And yeah, it's like it's going great. In fact, I see like I do have a limited time as compared to the work I could get. So for last 1 year, I have not really, looked into acquiring more clients. Uh, so yeah, I see things are going great. I do have plans to scale up, but that would take a little bit time. First, I would focus more on my own seller account, and then I would start increasing the agency side as well. Yeah, that's very important, and this is what I believe. Gives you a real success, whether be you be an agency, whether you be a seller. So if you're agency, then you obviously have need to have some SOPs that differentiate you, some delivery points that really differentiates you from the other agencies or service provider. Like what is it that would actually make you someone that they are looking for. So even if I talk about the start of my agency, I did have a differentiating point. At that time, I don't think anyone in Pakistan was really focusing on the pay-per-click advertising. Few people in the world, obviously, like ऑब्वियसली पाकिस्तान के अंदर तो एक ही है, अमेजोन एक ऐसी चीज़ है कि हर बंदा जानता है और हर कोई इसके पीछे भाग रहा है, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली हमारे यहाँ पे एक बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंस है जो पीकेआर में कमाते हैं और जो डॉलर्स में कमाते हैं. सो डॉलर ऑब्वियसली अट्रैक्ट्स you get you're saved from inflation, you're saved from 9 to 5 job and all these things. So हमारे यहाँ तो हर कोई इन चीज़ों के पीछे भाग रहा है कि अमेजोन के भी ये बन जाए या ये हो जाए या वो हो जाए. But throughout the world, obviously, this is not the situation, and people have their like stable income streams, and they are already earning in dollars or euros or pounds or whatever. So like people are in this industry, but ऐसा नहीं है कि हर बच्चा बच्चा जो है वो एक ही चीज़ के पीछे भाग रहा है. So they have diverse skill sets. So in that case, when I started offering my like I knew PPC obviously from like 2016, but I started offering my PPC services to the international clients in 2000, I think 2020 or 2021. At that time, the platforms that are like very much famous in Pakistan, like Extreme Commerce, Enablers और ये, तो इनका कोई फोकस था ही नहीं पीपीसी के ऊपर. इनफैक्ट they were focusing on some other strategies that enabled sales. So this was not learned by so many people. So when I made my Upwork account, I think the ground was too open for me. And wherever there was a job, like whenever I submitted a proposal, like I was like, when I submitted 3 or 4 proposals, I usually used to get a response from the client because of my expertise, my profile and everything. And then obviously it led to an interview, and it used to lead to interviews. If we agreed on the pricing and all, then the client used to come. So एक तो ये चीज़ थी. सेकंड ये थी कि पीपीसी के अंदर भी एआई का बहुत ज़्यादा, अब तो आपको पता है कि एआई इज़ बीइंग यूज्ड इन ईच एंड एवरीथिंग in the world. So even in PPC, there was a tool which was run by AI, and very few people knew how to do it. So when there was a job related to that, and I applied, and I think like very few people applied. The client came to me and he hired right away. सो ये चीज़ें बहुत ज़्यादा मतलब आपको स्टैंड आउट करती हैं कि इफ़ यू नो द न्यू ट्रेंड्स, इफ़ यू नो द व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन, व्हाट्स इनोवेशन इज गोइंग ऑन, एंड यू लर्न दैट, and you be the first person, or you be the first few people to know about that, then you would have your business. You can never lose out on the business. Regarding seller side, again, I would say, like, obviously there is a huge market of for the products that are existing right now, but they have a huge competition as well. So how I did was I did a mix and match, because with the new products you have a risk as well, that maybe market would not accept it. So I did a mix and match, and I launched some products that were like already existing, like exactly same, and some products that were like a little bit different, like a little bit design variations, a little bit, something that is different. So I think right now my top selling product is one of those, which was like my design innovation, and there was a product similar to that, and I changed it a bit, tried to understand, what's in it that customer might be looking for, and then really launching that particular thing. So that became one of the top sellers for us, and no one is selling exactly same design. So that is like we don't really have to compete like directly on price with other competitors. Like, we do have a competition, obviously there are similar products, but there is not exactly same product. So it's like ऐसा नहीं है कि मतलब अगर वो $15 का बेच रहा है तो मुझे भी 15 का ही बेचना है, मैं 16 का बेच सकता हूँ, मैं 17 का बेच सकता हूँ, एंड आई कुड स्टिल सेल। सो अगर चीज़ बिल्कुल सेम हो जाती है तो ऑब्वियसली एंड इफ कस्टमर थिंक्स दैट इट इज़ एग्जैक्टली सेम थिंग एंड it is buying the exactly same thing, so he would be looking for lower price. He would be looking for more ratings, more reviews. So that would really, make a situation very difficult for you. आपके लिए margins gain करना और ये सब चीज़ें बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएंगी. This is the case for our top second product, which is exactly the same that is being sold in the market for a long time. So we really, we have we don't have a lot of margin. I think it is one of our lowest margin products. It sells good, but we don't get a lot of margin in that. But it's still it's profitable. It's just doing well. So yeah, we are okay with that as well. From someone, uh, कोई भी चीज़ आप मतलब बगैर किसी को देखे या बगैर किसी इंस्पिरेशन के तो ऑब्वियसली या बगैर किसी गाइडेंस के नहीं सीख पाते. Either whether that guidance is being given online through some online videos, online courses, or physically by someone, there has to be obviously some guidance for you. So for me, what I think is like obviously since I joined like Utopia Deals in the start, they are top Amazon sellers, like they are in top 5. They have over $300 million of sales. And so obviously when I joined there as a product manager or associate product manager, obviously I had my managers who used to train me on how things are being done. It wasn't too difficult for me to grab that knowledge. And it was obviously taught by the people who were already successful in that industry at the time. We used to had direct sessions with the owner of the Utopia deals, as well as then my managers or whatever. So I learned that from there initially. Then regarding PPC, or like really good level of PPC, I would say since I also delivered my services to some agencies, some top agencies, some of the knowledge was gained by their way of doing, how they were doing things. So I understood those things from there, and rest, I think, yeah, maybe watching a couple of videos, and maybe think like not too much of videos. I don't think that would be right to say, but mostly the practice. Apart from what I have done for my previous employer, or for my or with or through the agencies that I have worked for.